What is going on, guys? My name is Kote, and what we got here is an Ubahrzzz match, and I've definitely been wanting to have an Ubahrzzz match. I thought it would be a ton of fun, and it turns out that it was. This is against a guy named Mikey, and I made this team literally 15 minutes before the match again. Like, I was just trying to figure out something to do. Sometimes making the team really quick works, sometimes it doesn't. Dangerous 36M knows all about that. Anyways, Shedinja versus Shedinja lead, so definitely totally laughing out loud at this point already, and then my sucker punch goes after a shadow sneak, so definitely not laughing at that. I could have burned him, which really sucks because this thing's going to cause me all kinds of problems in the early going right here. I switch it to my Bronzong to take the second sneak, and he burns my Bronzong, which isn't a big deal. I'm not really here to attack it anyways. I set up my rocks so that he's definitely not going to switch out, because if he does, he's going to die. So I'm going to set up a Trick Room and then just swap out, and he sets up a Sword Stance, and that's not really good right now. It's going to hurt, but I think I can handle it. So I don't want to take an X-Scissor with my Bronzong or anything else, and Bronzong has nothing he wants to do anyways. So I go to Shedinja because it's going to dodge the X-Scissor and then take a hit, and then I can get into my Heracross for free. So my Shedinja didn't accomplish anything, and his is accomplishing a whole lot. He's going to sneak me, which it's kind of, yeah, it doesn't matter. So he sneaks me just to go first, I guess, and then I hit him with the Night Slash, and that's going to break his Sash. Even if he went for X-Scissor there, it would have done the exact same because the sneak is half as powerful, but then again, the X-Scissor would have been resisted, so it would have been the same power anyways. So my Heracross is sitting in here, and there goes my Trick Room, so I definitely don't want to stick around. In comes a Groudon, it sets up Sun, and I don't want to really take a hit from that thing. So he actually surprised me by going for a double switch, which was a great play, because he's going to get a Mewtwo in here against my Cresselia, and I do not want to stick around and take too many Shadow Balls. So I'm going to go right for a Light Screen, because that'll help me take a few more than I normally would be able to. And he went for Sub, so that's perfect. I don't even have to take one Shadow Ball at full power. The Sun's still up, as usual, because that's what Drought does. And there goes the Shadow Ball, and I was kind of worried still, because Mewtwo's a beast, but then again, so is Cress, and I take virtually nothing from that. I get up my Reflect, and I'm going to set up another Trick Room, because I want to definitely outspeed as many things as he can. I have a few slow sweepers that turn super fast, and I only have one, like, super fast guy to use outside of Trick Room. So, there goes my room, and I've got to switch out to something. I've kind of got a plan, because I definitely have to break that thing's sub before I can switch into Heracross and take it out, because Heracross is my main sweeper. If that thing goes down, I am in trouble. So there goes the Shadow Ball. I'm going to take that quite easily with the Light Screen, and Bronzong is a beast. So my plan here is Explode. I want to break his sub and then switch in Heracross, which is going to be uber fast, and have the ability to switch moves. Unfortunately for me, he is a friggin' magician, and he predicts this and just goes for a sub on my explosion. So that Bronzong accomplished pretty much nothing. It just set up rocks, which I guess is kind of a big deal, but not really. So I bring in my Dialga now, and because the sun's up, I want to go for Fire Blast, because that's going to be awesome. So the Fire Blast hits the sub, breaks it, and then he's going to hit me with the Fire Blast, but because I'm Steel Dragon and I resist, and Dragon resists it, Steel's weak to it, I'm going to take it not too well, but I'm still going to be able to take it and survive, even without a Light Screen. So the Dialga is not sitting too pretty. Imagine if the Light Screen lasted one more turn. That would have been sweet, but it didn't. So I predict him to switch here because I didn't really want to miss with Fire Blast. I just went for Draco Meteor, which can still miss, but it's a lot less likely to miss, like 10% difference. And the Draco Meteor waxes that Kyogre, which is usually a special wall, but damn, that just stroked it. So I'm thinking he might be a Scarfer, because, like, that did a ton. He hits me with Surf, and that's not going to be able to finish me off. I live at 15 hit points, which is awesome, because I stayed in, and I went for Thunder, which is 100% accurate in the rain, that he set up for me, actually. So I was just like, thank you, sir. Even -2, it's going to be able to do that much to a Kyogre, so he's going to go back into Mewtwo because he doesn't think that I can really do anything to him, and in all honesty, I couldn't. He's faster than me anyways because my Trick Room wore off, and there goes my Dialga. So I'm still in a bit of a pickle. I don't really have too much I can do, so I'm just going to go to my one scarf guy, my one guy that's fast, normally, outside of Trick Room. Kyogre with a choice scarf, and that's going to wax that Mewtwo. So that thing goes down. And in comes a Lugia, and this thing scared me because Lugia is a beast and it's impossible to take down normally. But I've got Rain Up, I've got Stab, and I'm at full HP, so a Water Spout is going to just stroke it. It's going to wax it. It takes it down to deep red, and he just whirlwinded me out because he didn't want to see me anymore. In comes my Heracross, and I don't want to stick around to take any kind of hit from that Lugia, so I'm going to go back into my Kyogre because I figure, hell, Kyogre can take any kind of hit from a Lugia because Lugia is not exactly an attacker. It's more just like a wall, and then it wears you down with residual damage. And he actually went for Roost anyway, so now he's kind of screwed. If he stays in, Lugia dies, and if he switches out, something else that's more powerful is going to die. So he pretty much has to sacrifice something, and he chose the Lugia. So Kyogre Water Spouts and finished it off. And so far my team's working perfect. I got a crit, didn't matter because he was at less this time, and the first time he barely lived, so I'm assuming that was unnecessary. In comes the Groudon, and because the sun's up, I'm not entirely sure that a Water Spout will KO it, because Groudon is kind of a beast. Not necessarily on the special side, but I just didn't want to risk it when I didn't have to. I go to my Cress, and he sets up a Rock Polish, which was very interesting, because he knows I'm a Trick Room team, and that pretty much helps me more than him. So that's what I'm going to go for right away with my Crest, just Trick Room, make sure that his Groudon is super, super slow. And there it goes, so I'm not really sure what he was thinking there, but, you know, no big deal. Chris is going to get up a Reflect now, and he's actually going to get a crit with Stone Edge through the Reflect, but, you know what, Stone Edge has an increased crit chance, so I'm not really too concerned about that. I do barely live, and I'm going to survive with enough to get an Ice Beam off on him, and because it's in the sun, and it's unstab, and Crest has 0 special attack investment, it's not going to do too much, but, you know, it's better than nothing, and it's going to definitely ensure that my Heracross can KO it in one hit, which is what I'm going to go into now, because my Kyogre would definitely be slower. Even, well, I'm not sure if it would be slower, but I am Scarfed, and I won't want to be Scarfed in a Trick Room. I'd rather go to the guy that's supposed to be in Trick Room. This Heracross is super special. It's Brave instead of Adamant, so that it's negative speed nature, and it has 0 speed IV and EVs. So this thing's a beast in the old Trick Room. In comes his Heracross. I just hit it with Close Combat because I think it's my most powerful move to use against it. Maybe Night Slash would have done more because it's not resisted, but then again, it's unstab, and you know what, who cares? I just needed to get some damage on it so that my Kyogre would definitely be able to come in, and my Trick Room wears off at the perfect time right now, and since he's Scarfed and I'm Scarfed as well, I have higher base speed, and I am faster. So that's going to be enough to finish off the Heracross, and that was an awesome, awesome match. I totally had a ton of fun, both of us leading with the Shedinja just initiated what turned out to be, well, it just pretty much, what's that word, foreshadowed. It foreshadowed what a fun match it would be, and I'm definitely looking forward to having more Ubahrzzz matches because that was a ton of fun. And I've recently gotten a Skype, so I've added a few people on there, or a few people have added me, you know, that kind of thing, and I'm definitely glad I did that because I've gotten in contact with a lot more chill people who are willing to like try different things and like Ubahrzzz like this and like adherence. So there's definitely gonna be a lot more variety now instead of just the standard, you know, OU that you've been seeing a lot out of me. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. And thanks a lot for watching. Be sure to stick around because there's definitely gonna be a lot more original, just fun stuff that I'm really looking forward to doing, and I hope you're looking forward to watching it, so see you guys later.